Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kia Simone, and yeah, I know this is late, but I just woke up because this show put me to sleep. This was basically a big episode of watching Kenya call out sick. Let's just get into it. Before we do, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you've not already. And of course, I gotta shout out my super thanksers. Shout out to Tanya Fuller, Shar Powell, Amber Leday, Yvette Greer, Tech Mama. Thank y'all. I love y'all. So, of course, the episode starts where we left off, where you got the whole gang outside Kenya's door. Marlo is mule kicking the door and Kenya's threatening to call the law. Well, that must have been the threat that Marlo needed because she got from around that damn door. She said, this getting ready to go from RHOA to COPS. That ain't my kind of damn show. Sheree, Lord help Sheree. All she want to know is who Marlo is calling Summer. She don't give a damn that Marlo is about to kick the door in like the ATF. She don't give a damn that Kenya is threatening to call the law. She just want to know who Marlo is calling Summer. Now the pack is leaving. They're trying to tell Marlo to let it go. Marlo is trying to explain to Sheree that Summer is Kenya. Kenya Summer Moore is that old young lady that's in that room, and she don't want to hear this. Let it go bush, because she always does this shit. Marlo is a menace, but Marlo be telling the truth sometimes. Marlo said Kenya pretty much always invites them places and then gives them her ass to kiss. And that's the truth. Kenya has a history of being a hostess from hell. Marlo turned her campaign to Monyetta. She said, now, if you like being treated like that, that's your business. But I'm going downstairs to get me a damn steak. If y'all want to stay up here knocking and talking and deliberating, y'all do that. And Monyetta was offended. Now, I am a grown woman and I do what I want to do. Girl, okay. And then Monyetta is in the confessional saying that she's not here for Marlo beating on Kenya's door and disrespecting her. And she felt like Kenya could explain what was going on to the whole group of ladies, but she left me out here to defend myself with these wolves. Girl, hold on. Marlo, Sheree, and Sonya were beating on the door. Now, Sonya did more of knocking than beating, but Sheree and Marlo were both knocking. If you aren't here for Marlo beating on her door and disrespecting her like that, one, why are you not here for Sheree and Sonya also beating on the door and disrespecting her like that? And why didn't you say something when they were beating on the door? You stood there amidst the pack, texting on your phone, and didn't say a damn word, and now you're just so offended, girl. Now, y'all went up there as a group. You watched these people beat on this door, and now you're this independent thinker who can do whatever you want, and you don't follow the pack. Well, you followed the pack up there, and you is on the elevator with the pack following them back down. So they load up on the elevator. They carry the argument with them. For some reason, Marlo and Monyetta are going back and forth about what? I don't know. Marlo is telling Monyetta something along the lines of she feels like Monyetta is holding her to a higher standard than she would have held Kenya to. So they come off the elevator. They're stomping and yelling and carrying on all through this hotel, just creating a real life scene while they filming this scene. They go busting through some door. Marlo is leading the pack and Monyetta is right behind her. Well, they come through the door and Marlo swung the door real hard in Monyetta's face. And Monyetta came through the door throwing bows. So Monyetta comes busting through the door. She wants Marlo's ass. Sheree is running behind her, trying to convince her that it was an accident and she didn't mean it. No, Miss Sealy, please don't do it. Marlo's in the confessional playing dumb about, I don't know if I threw a door. Did I throw the door? I don't know. Courtney is in the confessional lying for her newest client, but I know Marlo didn't throw that door in her face. At this point, Monyetta done walked up on Marlo. Marlo goes to walk off. Monyetta is trailing her through the hotel, but Marlo figured out how to shake Monyetta. She followed the blue lights. She saw some flashing blue lights outside and said, that looks familiar to me. She went outside where she saw the police and stood up on the corner. Yeah, y'all stop following my ass now. I don't know if the law was there to assist or apprehend, but they were there nonetheless, and Marlo made the best of it. Monyetta's inside letting Sonya and Sheree know how she feels about that. She want to go back to jail. Meanwhile, Marlo is outside waiting on her damn Uber Eats. She don't give a damn. So Monyetta calls Kenya to tell Kenya what happened. Kenya said, I told you. That's why I rolled my eyes at you. The girl is a snake that can't be trusted, but you fall for it every time. I said, no, you think the girl dumb. Monyetta said, I don't fall for anything. Kindness is my superpower. Okay, girl. Well, while Kenya is on the phone, she mentions to them that she is pissed off at the collective for not stopping Marlo from beating on her door knowing that Brooklyn was in her room. Well, Sheree immediately denies all involvement. I wasn't me. I wasn't beating on the door. Y'all know y'all be doing this shit on camera. Kenya said, you know what? I would just feel better if the people who are not my core group of friends would just go home. What? Well, ain't that everybody? I said, so hold on, wait a minute. So you had these people drive all the way from Atlanta to Birmingham to go to an event that they got put out of, for you to come back to the hotel and hide in your room, refuse to explain anything, interact with them, try to find any other form of entertainment, and then tell them, you know what, y'all can go home. It was at this moment that I started to question, does Kenya have a performance scheduled at all? Well, Sonya must not have realized that she was in that group and you can take your ass on. So she said, well, since we have Kenya on the phone, I would like to know what's going on. Like, what's the itinerary? Why is we here? Sonya is trying to qualify and soften her question for Kenya by explaining to her that, listen, I have to work in the morning and it's going to be 4 hours of travel for me to go to work and come back here. So I would just kind of like to have an idea of what exactly we're doing. Kenya said, you know what we doing is sending your ass home. She said, you know what, you can just go and don't come back. Just don't worry about it. Kenya is rude and fundamentally disrespectful. And let me tell you what I really think her issue is. Kenya is not nearly as successful as she appears. And I think she is really triggered by women who actually have going on, especially when it's the that she wants. Like, Sonya has everything that Kenya wants, from the family, the husband, the career, like everything. And I think that bothers her. I think Kenya is a highly insecure person. I think she's a highly competitive person. And there are some scenarios in which you just cannot compete. And I think Sonya bringing up that she has to go to work on the heels of Kenya just being kicked out of an event that her name is supposed to be on, and you can't even pull that shit off. Yeah, I think she was pissed off, and you can get the hell on. I honestly feel like she wanted a reason to be nasty to Sonya, and Sonya wanted a reason to go home. Sonya said, say less. Sonya said in the confessional that she's annoyed that Kenya's not only a bad host, she's just generally rude and toothless with her guests. And what makes it so bad is that when they were in Jamaica and Sonya was the host, Kenya raised absolute hell about Sonya. Why aren't you showing us this? And Sonya, why haven't you taken us here? And Sonya, where have you been? And of course, Bravo showed the clip of Kenya raising hell with Sonya at dinner about being a bad host in Jamaica. Now, while Kenya is telling Sonya she can get the hell on, we see Courtney in the lobby of the hotel with Marlo trying to do the Nam Yo Ho Renge kill. Calm down. Well, too damn late, because Marlo done picked up her phone and texted Kenya. She texted Kenya and said, you are a rude, selfish mother. Seek help, rude bitch. That would have got me up out my room. And then Marlo called Kenya Kanye and threatened to screenshot the text that she sent to Kenya and posted online. Well, that outburst and your threat to post it all online sounds far more Kanye to me. So now Sheree is on the phone with Kenya trying to reason with her about everybody just wants to know why we're here. Like, is it just to go to a football game? Kenya said, I'm performing at the halftime show. I wanted y'all to be shocked. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I said, well, did she actually have a performance scheduled, or is this the performance? Kenya says she just wants them all to leave because they're just bad energy, or there really is no show. And before I get our asses embarrassed again and get us put out some more shit that I ain't really booked for, I'm going to just go ahead and pull some stunts and shows and send y'all on home. Thank you. Good night. So now Monyetta sits down to talk to Sheree about how she's pissed off with Marlo. And she was like, yeah, remember when you said you had Pookie in them? I got Ray Ray in them. She don't want me to call Ray Ray in them because they some real gorillas. Now this is where Monyetta pissed me off. I think it's weak as for a grown woman to say, I'm going to go get some gorillas, some men on another woman. You're weak. If you can't get with her woman to woman, then you can get the hell on. But to be a 40-plus-year-old woman and sit your ass on TV and say, I'm going to deploy Ray Ray in them because she slammed the door in my face. We talk about our young people and the violence that goes on in our community. But if this is the first and most sensible resolution that a 40-plus-year-old mother and wife can come up with, then we in damn trouble. And I get that it was a play on the whole who gonna check me boo moment, but it's not the same thing. Because the reason that Sheree brought up Pookie and them when she was having that argument with that man is because it was a man. This was a man that had the audacity to get zesty and zealous with her over a business disagreement. So when he started getting loud and aggressive, she had to let it be known he ain't gonna play with me because I'll go get Pokey and them on that ass. But these are two women. And you mean to tell me that you are so weak as a woman that you need to go get Ray Ray and them, who you yourself said are some real gorillas, to do some sort of harm, damage, or worse to another woman because you pissed off that she slammed a door in your face? Girl, I'm the first to call Marlo on her bullshit. And I don't have a problem with Monyetta feeling like she needs to check Marlo to some degree. But to this degree is too damn far. I get that Monyetta was upset. I get that Marlo can take you there. But one thing you got to learn is when you know somebody is a fool, don't let them make a fool out of you. You can't let any old body bait you into any old thing. Some people ain't got nothing to lose. When you have something to lose, when you have anything to live for, anything you worked for, you can't follow everybody up. Because when people ain't got shit to lose, they will help you lose everything. And Marlo is that type. Marlo will bait you into some shit for you to fuck yourself up. I was highly disappointed in Monyetta. I truly expected more out of her. I just was shocked that she would resort to, I call Ray Ray and them. Do you see how these trying out here chitty chitty bang banging each other for nothing? And I call Ray Ray and them. Girl, what? Sheree said, no, girl, don't call Ray Ray and them. I think I know Ray Ray and them. We don't want them kind of problems. And Monyetta just laughing and carrying on like it's cute. It's not cute, it's corny. So even though they cannot get along, all the ladies end up sitting together in this hotel lobby. Sonya comes busting out with her luggage, loaded and ready to damn go. They happen to still be on the phone with Kenya, so she jumps on to try to air her grievances with Kenya. And Kenya said, I'm sorry, excuse me, who is this talking? What girl? Monyetta said, that's Sonya. Girl, she know that's Sonya. Sonya said, oh, so now you don't know my voice, Marlo? So girl, go to your job, go home to your man and your baby. The rest of these bitches will kiss her ass. A girl. Sonya said, Marlo, you saying because I know if she want me gone, she want your ass gone. Marlo said, I don't give a damn what she want, because I ain't kissing no bitch ass. And in the confessional, Marlo said, ain't no damn guessing who I'm talking about. Monyetta kisses more ass than Kenya eats. Girl, just this isn't hell. So Sonya left, everybody disperses and goes to their room, and we wake up the next day to Kenya calling the damn EMS while she half dead. So we skip town back to Atlanta and we go to Kandi and Todd's house, where Todd is trying to plan his next project and Kandi ain't got time. He's working on some movie called The Pass, which is about a couple who gives each other a pass to step out on their relationship. So is this a story about y'all? They're having the same conversation they've been having. He need her to have time to help with his projects, and she ain't got time. She ain't got time for this show, much less his bullshit. Now, Kandi ain't got time to talk to Todd about his business, but she does have time to talk about hers, including her mama. She lets him know that she heard from her mom, but she didn't mention anything about BravoCon. Todd don't give a damn. Like, if she didn't mention that she had any sense of remorse for what she did or said at BravoCon, why are you bringing it up to him? Talk to your mama and leave him out of that. Todd is trying to express to Kandi that he don't really give a damn what her mama does anymore. But he's concerned that their kids are going to grow up and see all this stuff and see grandma talking about their daddy all kinds of ways. But I'm trying to figure out why y'all think she give a damn. Todd asked Kandi if she thinks her mom is just playing into the whole persona of the mean mother-in-law. No, she don't like you. That lady ain't that committed to a role, to play this role for a decade. Now, not only did Kandi hijack Todd's whole pitch meeting, because I think this was supposed to be a meeting to get her to come up off some money for this project, she left. Before they could get back around to talking about him, she got a phone call that her car was downstairs waiting on her to go to the airport. So once again, you was on the back burner and we'll see you later. Okay, bye. So back at the hotel, we see Sheree bring all the ladies together to let them know Kenya is now on the sick and shut-in list. And this why y'all should have stayed y'all sneezing, coughing, hacking asses home from the get-go. So we see the footage of Kenya calling 911 saying she's dizzy and she can't breathe. She just got over the COVID, and so she don't know what could be wrong now. Well, you went there with something wrong, so why is you shocked? And I didn't hear a single mention of, oh no, she's not going to be able to perform. What happened with the performance? Or is this the damn performance? And in the midst of all this, Marlo is in her room reading her Bible after she done raised hell. Just, okay, girl. So once Sheree has informed everybody of what's going on, they decide to FaceTime Kenya, and she's in the hospital and she's not well, and they're going to keep her for observation, and things are bad. Well, of course, they decide life is too short to be beefing, and they try to hash out the Monyetta versus Marlo. Monyetta ain't really trying to hear it, but Sheree is insistent on trying to, you're not understanding, the door is just heavy, she didn't actually slam it, y'all just let it go, girl. Well, now it's time to go. All the ladies gather up in the lobby. They're trying to have some lunch. They're talking about how they're so concerned about Kenya and they hope she's okay. Marlo said, well, I went to send the bitch some flowers and the people said she had unchecked out. Not got discharged. She checked out like she was at the damn hotel, girl. In other words, Kenya full of shit. Ain't nothing wrong with Kenya, and Kenya probably already home while we sitting in this lobby looking dumb. Well, the closest they got to the halftime show was Monyetta got up and did the routine in the hotel lobby. If y'all don't take y'all asses home. Now they have a kumbaya moment and they decide that they're going to try to keep this positivity and carry it back to Atlanta with them. Child, as soon as they walked outside the hotel, Marlo said, Monyetta ain't gonna work. I'm sorry, she don't fit in. I just can't deal with her in this group. Well, I'll be damned coming from somebody who don't work in the group. So clearly Kenya did make it back to Atlanta, because we move on and we see Sheree go by Kenya's house to visit her. Now, why are you going over there to visit this lady without the first damn mask on is beyond me. But the first thing she said, oh no, girl, you still sound congested and you still look a damn fool. Put a mask on. She brought her a bunch of wellness shots and all kind of stuff to help her, girl. God bless. Kenya said missing her performance was a big blow to her brand. She brought out the costume she was supposed to wear, and girl, you gonna try to convince us that this was not a flim-flam scam. Yes, it was. Kenya said between her being sick and having to figure out stories to give these people about what they in Birmingham for, her brain is mush. She don't remember much of nothing aside from Marlo kicking her door. And Sheree said, I just can't even defend that. Production as Sheree, ma'am, was that not you that we got on camera that was also kicking the door? She said, I did not kick the door. I'm a lady. And they showed the footage of her kicking the door. You's a liar. And then we saw the absolute highlight of this episode, which is Brooklyn. Brooklyn came running in, tell her mama hi, and tell Miss Sheree hi. And she is so adorable. She showed her karate moves, and y'all need to cut her a check, because that was the most entertaining part of this damn episode. And then we see Sheree trade health stories with Kenya. Well, you got the flu and I got fibroids. Girl, she's telling Kenya how she wants to go the natural route, because if she has surgery, she ain't gonna be able to have sex for at least 6 weeks, and she wanna be able to have sex. I said, not you planning your health and wellness round, whether you can get some dick. And I guess since she's saying shit that don't make no sense, she went all the way. She told Kenya, and by the way, I'm expecting. Kenya about lost her shit. I know you lying. She said, yeah, I'm lying. Like I always do. So then we move on to Kandi's house, where her mama is coming by, and she's confronting her mom about the whole BravoCon moment. She told her that the whole moment went viral. Well, Mama Joyce feels like she ain't the problem. Todd is. She said they asked her a question. She ain't gonna lie. She gonna tell the truth, and he needs to lighten up. Girl, ma'am. Kandi said, what you mean lighten up when you're constantly dragging him in public? Do you ever bring up any of the good things you think he's done? She said, well, every time I come over here, he back there sleeping, so I don't know nothing to do. Kandi said, yeah, that's because he's avoiding you. Mama Joyce said, well, that's why I don't come over here like that. Kandi said, why? Because you're going to bring negative energy, because it's you bringing the negative energy. She said, well, if the negative energy is coming from me, then I just won't come over here. That's why I don't come. And I'm so sorry. I would have left it at that. If you so lack the ability to express respect and human decency to my husband and the father of your grandchildren to the degree that you don't care what you come and disrupt in my home, then that's fine. Kandi said, well, I don't understand the up and down of it all because we were able to get along and be a family last year, but now here we are again. She said, our next anniversary will be 9 years that me and Todd have been married, and this is getting old. Shit, we tired of this. Kandi said, well, you love your grandkids, right? She said, yes, I do. Kandi said, and they love you. And I'm sure they don't want to see you dogging their daddy out every chance you get. Mama Joyce said, well, and I think Ace should be able to take out the trash at 6 years old. That's something his daddy should be teaching him. That's something a man does. Girl, well. And then she goes on to say, Todd has changed. That the guy that Kandi married was a meek and humble little person. And now he's this George Jefferson type of guy. In so many words, I feel like he living off too much of her money and ain't gonna be nothing left for me to spend. Kandi said, Mama, you always want to talk about what a man is supposed to be doing, but I'ma need you to not do that with my man. Mama Joyce said, well, I mean, you love your man and you love your man not taking out the trash and going to strip clubs. And Kandi said, but we go to strip clubs together. I mean, what part of that did you miss? Because that was the foundation of their relationship. Mama Joyce said, well, I tell you like this, there wouldn't be nobody in there with a body better than mine. I mean, if that's what y'all like. Kandi said, what you and your man like? She said, well, if I get one, Kandi said, exactly. If you get one, that's the point. Now, until you get one, please leave the one I got alone. Thank you. And they wrapped this scene up with Mama Joyce agreeing to go to family council. And like, what damn difference does it make? She don't like him. She ain't never liked him. She ain't never gonna like him. She don't have no respect for him or much of anybody else. So family counseling ain't gonna change shit. She might learn to be quiet, but she ain't gonna learn to be nice. I low-key also feel like that was a pitch for another spinoff. Please leave us alone with that. And the episode ends with Kenya, Drew, and Sheree getting together to go get vitamin IVs so they can all try to get over all their illnesses. So Sheree took this opportunity to confront Drew about going on a podcast and saying that Sheree took back all the She by Sheree that she gave them at the reunion. Well, did you? So they got into a war of words where Sheree is saying, you went on there saying I took back everything. And Drew said, well, I didn't say you took back everything. I did say things were confiscated. And of course, Bravo plays the clip to prove you a damn lie. They played the clip of her on the podcast saying that she was confiscating everything. Drew said the reason she said that is she wanted the particular gym bag that she saw hanging on the rack. Sheree said that was my damn bag. My personal bag with my personal belongings in it. So you done took your apple head ass down to somebody's podcast and told the people that this girl confiscated everything because she didn't give you the one thing that you wanted. Are you nuts? And then they rehashed the whole Marlo versus Drew moment where Marlo done gone and told the people she was Drew's victim and Drew was all in her face and standing over her. Drew said, did that heifer tell you she jumped up in my face screaming and cursing and carrying on? Did she tell you she was standing over me? Sheree said, no, she didn't tell me that. She told me that you were the one in her face. And then she goes into explaining why Marlo is so upset with Kandi. Kenya said, look, I understand that he used to work for Kandi, but that don't have nothing to do with Kandi. And it looks like next week it's going to all come to a head. Marlo and Kandi are finally going to have the confrontation so they can stop having this conversation around the group. They can get it off their chest how they feel and they can get on out of our face. But that's it, that's all, and I ain't got no more. Thank you so much for coming down here listening to me and let me get this off my chest. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And in the meantime, until next time, just like every time, I love you and I mean it. Bye.